Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Jim Ballesteros sitting with John Simpson. John, he's the consummate entrepreneur. Contractor, marketing, internet marketing. I mean, you just got your hands on everything. So this particular interview really is about the bio and, what makes you tick. And, most people, they'll type their bio and everything, but most people, they don't like to read. They want to hear the heartbeat of the person that's telling about their story. So in just a couple minutes here, could you share a little bit about yourself? What makes you tick? Why are you such an outgoing entrepreneur? And probably it started from a young age.
Yeah, really, Jim, my whole upbringing was based on hard work. In the beginning, it was about blue-collar hard work, come from a family of hard work and grew up on a small farming community in Western New York. So I learned work real early, and I knew one of the things that work meant you got to get up in the morning, you got to go to work, and you got to work all day. And so I've been blue collar most of my life, and I never realized till my midlife that I was an entrepreneur and I was an artist as well as a marketer and a salesperson. I never really put myself in that salesman mode, but there's nobody that sells my product like I sell my product. And so I realized really that you have to be a marketer, you have to be a salesperson, you have to not only that, but you have to be the artist, you have to be the creator. And that's things that make me tick.
So I think what I just picked up from you, besides what you said directly, you also said to me that when you believe in something, you're passionate about it. Is that true?
Oh, my passion is deep. I mean, I have been on sales call where I literally get body chills when I'm selling because I believe so wholeheartedly about the product or the service that I'm involved in. And typically it's my own company, so I have a little at risk. So that's important. But it was really enlightening to know that my specialty was to connect with people at a high, deep level.
You said that you come from a blue-collar background. Well, I do too. Actually, I was a licensed general contractor. Before that, I was a cabinet manufacturer. I made cabinets. And I never saw myself in any kind of sales position or trying to convey, how I thought and how I believed to people to try to convince them to buy what I built. And it was hard for me to make that transition. Was it hard for you to make that transition?
Not really, because I came literally out of the trenches. And once I realized that when I was sitting in front of a client and that they realized that I wasn't just a salesperson, that I was the owner of the company, they got excited about having me do their project or whatever it was that we were doing. The most important thing I love to do is get inside of somebody's heart and head and help them design their vision.
What drives you to be able to stay focused no matter what's going on? I mean, you can't tell me that life's always been easy for you.
No, it hasn't. It's been a long, hard road. I mean, it's a long story, but really I've gotten here by sheer determination in a lot of ways. At an early age, when I was a young man, I decided I was going to be successful, that I was going to take care of my family, that I was going to do things that my parents and my grandparents weren't able to do. I was going to think outside of the box. I was going to start my own company. I mean, I went to college and my grandfather thought, what are you wasting your time going to do that for?
Your grandfather said that
my
about going to college?
My grandfather said that. What? He goes, you need to get in the truck and drive a truck like I do. And I said to myself, no, Gramps, I don't think that's what I want to do. So I went to college. I started to see what the world was about. So, and my whole thing is I didn't want to be part of corporate America, and I didn't want to have to work for somebody. I wanted to be able to control my own destiny.
What would you like to tell the viewer so that they could kind of get a gold nugget from you on how can they stay focused? How can they overcome their challenges as they go through life? Because I don't know a successful person at all that has not gone through the ups and downs of life. And we all have a gold nugget that we've hung on to. What's yours?
You got to look past the fire. There's always going to be a bump in the road. There's always going to be a fire. You got to learn to look through that fire into the other side and see the green pastures that are there. And if you look at what's just in front of you, you're shortchanging yourself. And then the other thing is, I think you really have to be a student of really success and what success means. You read about the great successful people in America, and you see nothing but failures in their life, but they were able to overcome those failures.
You know, you hit home when you said that, even with me, you know, because I've had my ups and downs too. John, I want to thank you for taking the time to be a part of the show today, and you know, it's always a pleasure.
Very good.